Hello viewers. I feel the need to give a very important disclaimer before the upcoming video, and so I'm going to be getting into a little bit of real talk right here. In the video that you're about to watch, I'm going to be discussing knife fighting, self-defense against knife attacks, and other topics surrounding that. And I need to state very clearly right now that I have no idea what I am doing. I've never taken any proper classes on this. I've never studied it. I've never survived an actual attack. I've never been in an actual attack that I didn't survive. I'm a ghost. No, I shouldn't be telling jokes right now because this is fucking really serious shit. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about this stuff, and really I'm just running through things that I would do in these situations. I have no idea if they work. I've never tested them, and nothing that I say or do in this video, or any video really, should be taken seriously. I do what I do for fun. Self-defense has always been a huge topic of interest to me. I'm always talking about it. I'm always reading about it. But I don't know what I'm doing, and nobody watching this should believe that I know what I'm doing. I state this multiple times throughout the video as well. If you want to learn how to defend yourself properly against any kind of attack, take classes, arm yourself properly, and be smart. Hello viewers, I am Will Keith, and I am here today to review something rather interesting. I bought this with my last bit of Patreon money, and this is something I've been wanting to pick up for a long time. It's a knife, and this type of knife is generally associated with, you know, neckbeard, mall ninja shit, but the one I got, it's a proper version of it. Very functional, good steel, and hopefully it should be working out pretty well. I've done a lot of research on how to generally wield one of these online, and I'm having trouble getting it out of the sheath. Here we go. Come on. Karambit. Now this is the Schrade Karambit. It's made from high carbon stainless steel, which is the thing. It says it right here, SCH 112. I honestly don't really know what that means, but what I do know is it has yet to rust, and it seems like a very strong blade because I've already done some testing with it. I've been practicing with it a lot, and we're going to get right into the cut tests. There's really not much else to say about this other than high carbon stainless steel. It's got a really good G10 handle, so that's not going anywhere. It's got the finger ring, and you may notice I'm wearing gloves, which I don't normally do. These are cut-resistant gloves, but they're going to be part of another video because they got a few other things with them. So that's going to be all its own thing. And then one thing I'm rather happy about here is I finally have a blade that's short enough where I don't have to worry about hitting my camera, so I can really go ham. So first I'm going to cut in here and then back. So let's get right in there. Honestly, don't even know. Oh, here it is. That wasn't a good angle for a cut. You can see it did cut well, though. It got right down all the way to the bottom and before it dug into the wood. Whenever I hit the wood, I always say that's kind of a good thing, though, because it shows that the blade's nothing's going to happen to the blade by chopping into some wood. Nothing on the edge. The tip still sharp as ever. And now we're going into the reverse grip, which is, this is actually the way you're supposed to wield the Karambit. I just wanted to do one of these for just kind of like a baseline. So we're going back here now, and I'm going to cut into it like this. Now, most Karambits you're going to see online, this is the cutting edge, and that's certainly true on this one. However, double-edged. This is what traditional Karambits were like. Edge on both sides. Opens up a whole lot of new different techniques you can do with it. Somebody's trying to attack you, you can hook the arm and then cut back down across the chest. There's Lots of versatile movements you can make when you have edge on both sides of the blade. So now I'm going to cut in down like this. Nice. I haven't sharpened this at all. It comes with a really great edge. I'm still not that experienced with wielding it though, which is why I'm knocking the bottles around quite a bit. That last one was really good. Schrade, Karambit. You can get it off Amazon, and I'm going to be putting a link in the video description. Now this blade here is very dangerous. All Karambits are basically any kind of unconventional blade is going to pose more of a threat to the user than just a regular single-edged fixed blade knife. Because this thing, if you're wielding it, if you're going all over the place with it, you don't really know where those blades are going to end up until you know what you're doing with it. So I definitely highly recommend buying a practice Karambit, which is what I did and what you're about to see in a little bit in this video. Because while this thing works very well against bottles, that's not what a Karambit is for. It's not a camp knife, it's not a wood cutting knife, it's not a bottle cutting knife. This is a combat knife, and there's only one kind of target that this needs to be used against, and that is a person. Hi everybody, this is Stephan, and he has volunteered to come out here and help me with this video because I needed another person for this video, which is why I haven't made this video in a long time since I got the Karambit, like I said earlier. And obviously I'm not going to be slinging a real Karambit at him. So what I have here is the Cold Steel FGX. This was actually a plastic Karambit, and using a Dremel tool I completely removed any kind of edge that it might have, which it never really had anyway due to being plastic. I Dremeled down the tip, it's totally round, plus I put padding on it, duct tape. Pretty much I've rendered this thing completely safe. Nothing. So he's good, and show them your knife. This is another Cold Steel practice knife. This one's actually intended as a practice knife. You can see how floppy that is. So this thing, completely harmless. And we're going to be basically running through some drills. I don't really want to call them drills, like I actually know what I'm talking about. But one of the first things I want to say is that you watch any Karambit video on YouTube, or even any knife fighting video, it's usually going to go something like this. What you got to do is you got to come at me like this, like, you know, movie style stab. Right, kind of like, yes. You're going to see somebody blocking it like this, and then coming in like this, and then down across the chest. That's not how a knife fight is going to go. Somebody's coming at you with a knife, it's going to be something more like this. Alright, so that's what it's really going to look like if somebody's actually trying to kill you with a knife. They're going to be going ham, they're going to be coming at you with stabs, slashes. You don't know where they're going to be coming from. They're not going to be dramatically lurching at you like this. It's going to be sudden, and you need to know how to respond. And the Karambit, it has a lot of like tricky tricks you can do spinning it, but really the whole point of it is you need to be able to get the guy to stop before he can kill you. And you're not going to be going for like arm grapples, you're not going to be going for the gut. I'm going to show you what's going to happen here. Alright, now see, wait, he's coming in, he's going for my gut. Now, I could go for his arm here, but then he has another arm that he's just going to punch me in the face with. He can kick me. What you really need to do if somebody's coming in like this, more than target the knife that's attacking you, you need to target him. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go in for a shove in the solar plexus with the palm of my hand, and that's going to push it back. Especially somebody my size, I'm launching forward like this. I could knock him on his ass if I wanted to. But I'm going like if I'm a smaller person, regular sized person, he's going to go back a little bit, and then I can come with the knife. You got to go for the kill. So I'm going to be going for the throat. I can slash down like this around the eyes, and you really got to be brutal. You can have no mercy. If somebody's coming at you with a weapon, they are dead to you, and you got to make that happen. Alright, so I'm going to drill that real fast. He's going to come at me trying to get me. I might take a couple of hits. You're in a knife fight, you're going to expect to get cut, stabbed a couple of times. The point is, you got to be alive longer. Alright, so now come at me for real like you did that first time. Right. Yeah. Like, see, I just went for the back edge blade. on the real Karambit, it has an edge on the back. This one does not. So I'm still using those types of attacks because I'm demonstrating that one. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I got him back with the shove, and yeah, I felt the edge on my arm when I pushed him back, but that's fine. Knife, it's not going to do too much to bone. Like I said, you can expect to take a few cuts, and then I went in for the throat. All right, now we're going to cover some various techniques that you can use with a Karambit. And these aren't something that you really want to use if somebody's suddenly coming at you with a knife. But if for some reason you're being like trying to get brutalized by somebody who doesn't have a knife, these techniques are becoming much more valid. However, in that situation, you don't want to use the knife anyway unless you like really believe that you're about to die, because that's how you get arrested. You knife somebody who doesn't have a weapon, that's basically it for you legally. But I'm still going to show these techniques, and hopefully nobody ever has to use them. Alright, so he's going to throw a punch, and I'm going to counter with the Karambit. And I cannot stress this enough, this is not something that you want to depend on for self-defense. You should never carry a knife specifically for self-defense, and definitely not a Karambit. This is a knife that you own if you're a collector, if you just like practicing with it, if you like the martial arts, but this is not a self-defense knife. In my opinion, no knife is a self-defense knife. You use knives for utility. Like I got my folding knife right here. But if you're going to have a self-defense weapon, carry a gun if you can. If not, pepper spray, stun gun, something that is actually going to down the guy, that doesn't depend on your skill with that thing. Not saying guns don't need skill, they definitely do, but I'm trying to shoot him at like 2 feet away. I'm not missing, even if I've never held a gun before in my life. So, right now this is just showing some fun techniques. Like I said, these are not meant to be any kind of real thing that you should ever do. Alright, so he's going to throw a jab, and then I'm just going to kind of go at it. Alright, you come here, you block like this, and the thing about the Karambit is you have a blade, keep the hand out, you have blade on both ends of these things. So if I block him like this, I can easily go across into a stab with the tip, or again I'm blocking like this and can come up under the arm and cut that wrist, or again, since I have the edge on the back, I can even come around here and hook him like this, and then go in with an elbow, maybe even break that arm if I was strong enough, which I very highly doubt that I am. So the curve of this gives it a very versatile shape. Like it even kind of works as a extension to my punch, because like if I'm punching and I reach here, that's not going to hit him. If I have this and I punch and stop here, he's getting that tip right in the chest. See what I mean? So it also works like that. And then you have the ring, which is like one brass knuckle. So it definitely works as kind of a punch enhancer kind of thing, plus all of the actual edge techniques. Now another thing, once you know how to use a Karambit, you can really be kind of fluid with it and really get in there if somebody's trying to just go ham at you with their fists. And I'm going to kind of demonstrate what that is. We're going to rotate like this so you can see more of what's right there, please. More of what's happening to his arms as we're going. So he's going to be throwing a series of punches, and I'm going to be showing you what's going on here. So remember, come slowly. He's coming like this. I'm going to defend, and from here I can go under to the armpit, slash out like this, or to the throat, or basically cut down here under the wrist, whatever I want to do. And then if he throws another punch like here, I can get right up there with the knife, get under the arm, and then see I'm knifing him under the shoulder there. I have 3 punches to the face. If he tries punching me with this hand, I can kind of rotate away from that, and then I have a free knee. So this is nice in hand-to-hand combat, or hand-to-knife combat. It can do a lot of control, and there's a lot less danger to yourself if he does not have a weapon. So now we're going to do that a little bit faster. I'm not going to be able to do the multiple strikes. I'm just showing different things you can do. But I'm going to be blocking one strike, block another strike, all right? 3 punches, left, right, left.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, it's all about getting that deflection with the other hand, but that's not exactly a good demonstration, because if I'm blocking one hand, he still has another hand he can attack with. So what we're going to be doing this time, you're going to punch, and as soon as I deflect, you're going to come at me with that other hand. Okay. All right? Let's see, I got my other hand in there. I was going for a strike. When I saw he was coming for another attack, I lifted, I got his arm around my arm, and then I went for the slash across the back. So you really got to have good reflexes. You got to know what your opponent's doing, you got to know what you're doing, and you got to be ready to respond to any change. Things become even more difficult when you have somebody who's trying to kick you. In a street fight, lots of people are just going to be trying to get on top of you, throw in haymakers. That's one thing. You find somebody who knows martial arts, they got kicks in there and everything, then it becomes more difficult. Now he's going to be throwing the front kick at me, and I'm going to respond with the Karambit. Alright, anytime you're ready. I can catch it like this. You don't want to block a kick. Are you okay like that?
Yeah, I just...
Yeah. You don't want to block a kick just with this forearm. You want to actually get in there like this. And from here, obviously, I can slide in like this, or I can just throw up and try to either knock him back or get him on his ass. And I didn't actually do it there because you got the tree right behind you. So, and now we're going to do this again, and I'm actually going to follow through. You good? Alright. So, it's a very versatile knife, and like I said when I started this part of the video, you really need another person to practice with, because slicing water bottles isn't going to be good enough for this. If you actually want to learn the techniques, learn all the tricks you can do with this, you need a live target who can actually try to attack you. I'm going to show you the one surefire way to survive a knife attack if somebody's actually trying to kill you with the blade. So he has the cold steel practice knife here, and he's going to come at me, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do. Now I should mention that this is an extremely advanced technique that only masters of Kung Fu who have studied for close to 300 years can do. And you're going to see that in a second. So, alright man, try to murder me. Yeah. Get a gun. You live in America, you live in a legal state where you can concealed carry or open carry. You're going to want one of these. You want to know how to use it is the thing. That I cannot stress enough. You don't just walk into a Texas gun shop, buy a pistol, keep it at your hip and hope for the best. You take classes, you learn how to use it. You see how quick I was on that draw? We're going to try that again. I don't have a proper holster on right now, and I forgot that I should probably mention that I didn't actually just dry fire a real gun in Stephan's direction. This is an ancient, broken airsoft gun. You can see the... I probably should have mentioned that earlier, shouldn't I? You can see the green gas plug down there in the grip. The airsoft shells are missing, not real bullets. You put the pellets right in there. So, nobody panic. Not a real gun, broken for ages, no gun, no gas, no ammo, we're good. He consented. You consented?
Yeah.
He consented. So, with all that said, that is basically what you want to do if somebody's running at you with a knife. If you can, have a gun. If you can't, pepper spray is a good second, because like somebody's completely blinded. That would even give me a chance to not really run away, but to at least get out of his range of attack and just try to get somewhere he's not going to be able to see me. Stun gun, really good. Stun gun is just zap and he's done. But self-defense is a really big thing. I think about it all the time. I'm always thinking of different techniques. I like to have every kind of self-defense weapon I can get my hands on. Practice with them. I can't really afford proper lessons, but I'm always watching various YouTube videos, which, you know, you can do too. You can do research with people who actually know what they're doing on YouTube, or you can get proper lessons, which is what I would very highly recommend. But anyway, knife fight, not a situation you ever want to be in, and really you just need to have that reflex to respond to the situation in hand. I
think there's some basic moves that you just have to practice, and then in real life you have muscle memory, and you basically just tweak those a little bit for each
like
area.
I've been sparring with people my whole life, so I do have a lot of that like reflex for blocking. Like if I see something coming at me, I'm almost always capable of blocking it. But
a big thing is just to practice like basic block moves.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But
wax on, wax off.
Practice is important.
Yes.
Because then it becomes muscle memory.
Speaking of wax on, wax off, if you guys don't know, they made a sequel to Karate Kid Cobra Kai on YouTube Red. Watch that. It was a fucking amazing show. Kind of off topic there. But I don't know if there's much else I can say. Like I said, if you want to know proper self-defense, take classes. I don't know shit. I'm just kind of going through what I would do if somebody randomly started trying to knife me. Thank you very much.
It's a tricky situation.
It is. It's a very tricky situation. And the best you can do is the best you can do. You know what I mean?
And yeah, just stay out of it.
There's no guaranteed method of escaping a knife attack other than getting a pistol out faster than he can reach you. But not a good situation. So that's kind of going to be the end of this video. Nothing too useful there. Like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of showing what I would do in these situations. And I guess that's going to be it. So thanks for watching, everybody. Say hello to Stephan. We might be doing more videos in the future. He lives kind of far away, though, so I don't know if he's going to be coming back here again.
A little bit.
But, yeah.
It's not too bad, though.
So it was very nice to meet you, dude.
Yeah,
thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
And hopefully I'll see you again.
Yeah, I think we will.
And video.